Hi, hello, it's Nikki and welcome to my messy bookshelves. So I have to apologize if you can hear my fans in the background. Our AC went out and we had someone out and there is a leak, but they will not be back to fix it for the next few days. They come in like 4 days. So we have fans, otherwise I would be melting here. But anyways, I am back with another tag and this is a mashup tag. So this is the April Showers Bring May Flowers tag. And the original tag, the April Showers part, was created by Sabrina at Beyond the Book Reviews, and it was added to the May Flowers portion by Katherine at Raspberry Reads. I was tagged by Ellen at Ellen Made Book Club. So this is a very sweet springtime tag. And before the end of May, I thought I would get to it. So I am trying to catch up on some tags here. But prompt number 1, what is a good recommendation for a rainy day? So I know for me, I enjoy reading mysteries and gothic fiction most of the year, but especially on a rainy day. So one that I chose was one that I loved, and that was The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. And this one is very dark academia, and we are following a woman who is involved in the academic scene, and there is a very mysterious Dracula-esque character in the background. And we are traveling through various different countries, unraveling a mystery. So very dark and mysterious, and if you like that dark academic vibe, that book is for you. Prompt number 2, which 2 characters would you spend a rainy day with? So I would spend a rainy day with Piranesi. I know some people have said that they found him annoying. I thought he was very sweet. I thought he was inquisitive. And I think he would have plenty to talk to me about on a rainy day, explaining things and just chatting. The second character would be, I had to think about this one. I had some others in mind, but I eventually settled on Bilbo Baggins because I think we would be very cozy and comfortable in his home, and I think that he would keep us well fed and well watered while we're having a chat. Prompt number 3, a book that has a rainy setting. I just mentioned it, and that would be Piranesi by Susanna Clarke, and there were some rainy settings in here. There are various settings in this book, but a rainy setting is one of them. Prompt number 4, a book with water on the cover. So one that I haven't heard mentioned very often, but Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. And you can see the river on the cover that is actually also a swan. But I love this book, I think, the most out of all of her books that I have read. I've read 3, I think. I don't know if she's written more than that, but she is the same author that wrote The 13th Tale, and I love this one. Another mystery. So, yes, sensing a theme here. A novel that has, or prompt number 5, a novel that has a dry beginning but an amazing ending. And again, we are with the mystery theme here, and that would be And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. So if you are familiar with this book, or not, the beginning of the book centers around all of the characters as they are traveling to the location where the rest of the book happens. So we have descriptions of train rides, car rides, boat rides, and inner monologues of the characters as they are traveling to their destination. And then the ending still blows my mind all these years later. Prompt number 6, excuse me, a book that has flowers in it. So I thought of 2 books, but settled on The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. I can never say that middle name of hers or that other name of hers. But yeah, it centers around a garden. So yes, there are many flowers in this book, and I love this book. I love all of her books. Very sweet. A book that has a character with a botanical name. I was actually surprised at the book that I chose for this one because the first book that I thought of was The Boxcar Children by Gertrude Chandler Warner. And this is a series that I read and loved 30 years ago, over 30 years ago. So the fact that it was the first book that came to mind is kind of funny to me. But yes, there is a main character named Violet. And I started purchasing these because I'm trying to get my daughter into these books. So yes. Prompt number 8, a book to read on a warm spring evening. Now, I guess that would depend on what type of book you are into, because I would say that for me, on a warm spring evening, I often enjoy reading mysteries and dark things. So I would say The Historian. I would also say Once Upon a River. But if you are feeling more in need of some romance, I would say the Jane Austen novels. Any one of them, but maybe I would say Pride and Prejudice or Persuasion for the romance, because I think that those have very good romances in them. Prompt number 9, a book with flowers on the cover. So of course we have The Secret Garden, but we also have Beauty and the Beast. So this one is one of the pop-up books by Robert Sabuda, and I have been collecting these for my daughter and myself since she was born, and I just love how intricate they are. Like, and it has the full text as well. But yeah, this one, it also has a flower in the story because it centers around a rose, right? Prompt number 10, a book with bees or insects in it. And again, I am going back to one I mentioned, and that is And Then There Were None. If you are familiar with this book, you will know that there is a scene with a bee in it, and if not, I will not spoil it for you. There is a very important scene with a bee. So, yeah. Prompt number 11, a character you would stroll through a garden with. So I had to think hard about this one. So either of the two I mentioned earlier, but I would also stroll through a garden with my favorite, Hercule Poirot, and I would ask him all sorts of questions about his cases, and I would laugh as he complains about getting his shoes dirty and the dampness in the air. But yeah, that is it for this tag, and I thank you if you have stuck around to the end of this video. And as far as tagging people, I think most of the people I am subscribed to have done this tag, but if not, if you are interested in doing this tag, anyone, feel free, I tag you. But yeah, it is getting kind of late in May to be tagging people on a May tag, so I will just tag anyone who wants to do this tag. But thank you so much if you've made it to the end, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.